You can watch all the games of the Argentine Triple Crown of Polo, including the Abierto, at www.live.aapolo.com. You're watching Grandote's Triple Crown Polo Report. Today we're talking about Week 2, wrap-up of Week 2. So we had 4 games over the last 2 days. Day 5 of the competition saw more action in League A again. We had La Natividad 21, the Ache 5. We had La Arenita Grand Champions 13 and La Ensenada 11. That was a great game, very closely fought game. With 2 minutes to go in the last chukker, there was a 1-goal difference. And that's when Francisco Elizalde and Geronimo de Carril had that wreck where Geronimo de Carril was given a red card. And fortunately, they were both okay. It was a pretty big tumble. La Arenita Grand Champions went on to win that game with a score of 13-11. That means La Natividad and La Arenita Grand Champions are the only teams without a loss. They both have 2 wins with no losses. And they'll face each other in 2 weeks' time for a spot in the finals of the Abierto. The next day, we had 2 games in Zone B. We had La Delfina 10 and La Cría Delfina 6. In the other game, we had El Esquina 19 and La Esquina 6. So that means in Zone B, just like in Zone A, we have only 2 teams that are undefeated and that have 2 wins. That would be El Esquina and La Delfina. And they'll meet in 2 weeks' time for a spot in the finals as well. So the 4 top-rated teams are going to fight it out in the semifinals and in the finals to see who wins the 2022 Abierto at Palermo. Now, what I did is to take a look at the ranking of the teams. I took all the points scored for, and I took the points scored against, and I subtracted the points against from the points scored, and let the aggregate total to the right. And so you can see I've organized them into 4 teams: La Arenita plus 6, La Delfina plus 12, El Esquina plus 21, and La Natividad plus 27. Going into the finals, that's pretty accurate. I think that's pretty fair about where they stand right now. Any one of these 4 teams can win, but I would say La Natividad, with the odds at 2-1, still stands the best chance. El Esquina has gone above La Delfina, but that might be because Pelon didn't play in the second game, and they had a 7-goal player take his place, and that might affect their numbers, or will definitely affect their numbers. So you have to keep that into consideration. I think El Esquina and Delfina are about even, but a little bit of the nod to Delfina having beaten them before, but it should be a great contest. I've noticed that Memo is coaching them, and Memo, being a traditional player, is giving them great advice. He's getting Facundo to come back and quarterback the team, and sending Gonzalo and Nico up front when necessary. So they have their strongest player in the strongest position with the most time of possession. That'll give Delfina a lot more to deal with this second time around. And don't forget, La Arenita Grand Champions beat Natividad in the Hurlingham semifinals. So that should also be a very close game, with Natividad looking to take revenge. This next weekend we'll finish all the preliminary games, so that the following weekend we'll have the semifinals. And the finals happening on December 2nd. That's a Friday. It's not too late to go to www.live.aapolo.com and sign up for these games. They're fantastic. Nothing like seeing it live. To all of our viewers who haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. You've been watching Grandote's Triple Crown of Polo Report. Wishing you a great afternoon. Be safe.